False Super Saiyan. The first form you get as a Saiyan. It's average, you know. I don't love it, I don't hate it, so it's all a B tier. It has a nice animation, but nothing too crazy yet. Now, Super Saiyan animation is pretty cool, but the coolest part about it is the aura. The aura looks a lot like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's aura, and that is just an instant, like, it's amazing. It's a S tier. The aura carries it so hard. It's a bit bright on the eyes, it's a bit hard to see, but it's really solid. Now, this is just unfortunate. Overall, it's an okay looking form, but not a fan of the aura. The electricity is okay, and the hair is just a bit bright. It doesn't have the same aura as Super Saiyan 1 that makes it just like pop off as much. So it's gotta be like a C tier. So, as you probably saw from the thumbnail, I really like this form. I do think it's a Z tier, and it's very easy because just how it looks with suppressed ki. The hair is flowing, the electricity is just all over you. It looks ecstatic. I mean, look at it. I have no words. It's quite the Z tier one. So, easy Z tier, no competition. Mystic, you know, it's obviously like there's nothing crazy about it, but it's really simple. It's really just like relaxing and pleasing on the eyes. Sometimes simple is better, less is more, and this is one of those times. It's definitely like going to be one of the higher B tiers, so it's a B tier. That's where I'm going to rank it. Super Saiyan Furry. I mean Super Saiyan 4. It's I'm not a big fan of Super Saiyan 4, I'll be real, but in this game, as you see, it does have a Limit Breaker form, so it makes it look better. The fire aura is pretty cool. You know, it's alright. I don't like the fur and like the chest. It's not my thing. I'd give it a B tier. It's the fur in the chest. It really throws me off. Spirit Saiyan. You know, I almost forgot about this one, but I'm glad I went back and got it to do this because this looks amazing. The Super Saiyan aura with the blue aura on top of it, it's so peak. It's a S tier. I can't rate it any lower. This is also a form I'm speechless for. I love the aura. I love this simple hairstyle, the red. It looks so polished, shiny. Looks like pure flames. It's literally fire. It has to be a Z tier. There's no way it's not a Z tier. Super Saiyan Rage. It's a interesting form. The animation's great. Has a nice suppressed aura. I like it, but I'm not the biggest fan. So, man, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the aura, to be honest. Man, it's a hard one to say. Probably B tier. Yeah, it's got to be a B tier. Well, look what we got here, Super Saiyan Blue. You know, the white and like the orange goldish with the blue aura is pretty cool. It's better than the Super Saiyan aura, that's for sure. The hair is a bit bright, but that's fine. It's better than B tier. It's not a B tier look. It's definitely more of like a A tier look. But that's like as far as I can give it. Other than that though, it's pretty unremarkable. It's very plain, but I like plain forms for the most part. So yeah, you know, easy A tier. Alright, Super Saiyan Furry. I mean Super Saiyan 5. Sorry, jokes aside. It looks fine. It's better than Super Saiyan 4. I just don't think red fur looks particularly good. And white fur definitely looks better. The hair looks better. I'm a big fan of Super Saiyan 3 hair, as you probably know from how I ranked it. So this is going to get quite the ranking. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite forms. I've used it in a thumbnail for a video. I used it in when I ranked the Dragon Ball games, so it was really fun. So yeah, I'm going to give it an A tier. It's not quite... No, what? Nah, I'm giving it S tier. It gets S tier. It deserves it. It's not Z tier, but it is S tier. If it would be Z tier if it didn't have the fur. I am a massive Rose fan. I really liked it. I liked Goku Black as a character. He was my favorite Dragon Ball Super character. So you can imagine where this is going. This form, it looks amazing. The aura is so good. With the move 2, the key scythe, it's Z tier. I can't rank it any lower. It just feels, how would you say it? It feels so foolish. It'd be such a dumb mortal to rank it any lower than Z tier. It's truly divine beauty. So this is actually really embarrassing. I forgot to go to the Vegeta quest. But here's a Trello one. I like it more than blue. It's definitely an S tier. I like the dark blue. It just looks really nice with the aura. It's such an S tier form. On to the next one. Same thing for Blue Evolution. I didn't do the quest, but yeah, you know I like Rose. I really think it's really good. This is a Z tier. I just can't get enough of this form. It is just divine perfection, man. Yet another form I do not possess, but Savior from Heaven, Sun Wukong form. You've probably seen the thing it comes from this video. I've watched it myself. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it looks a bit silly, but I like silly sometimes, but it's just not my style. Maybe I'd like it more if I had it, but I didn't buy it, so, you know, there's that. I think it's like a C, not C. It's like more like a B tier. That's more of a fair rating. Movie Blue form, another game pass that I don't have. Now, here's the thing, is this should be the animation for Super Saiyan Blue. I don't know why it's a game pass. Well, I do know why. Because it makes them more money if it's a game pass, but like, there's no reason for this to be a game pass. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it should be Super Saiyan Blue. For that, I just can't respect it. It's really stupid. So I think it's gotta get the worst tier to like the tier that is called Super Bad Oof LOL. Angry Majin. Now, this, I really like how it looks like your character has like this little like smoke coming off them. It is just, it's really basic, but it's so cool to me. I really like this. It's super simple, but super cool. It's gotta be an A tier. Oh yes, Super Majin. Besides the name being kind of basic, the UI aura, bro. It goes so good with it. The pink, the white, it's just, it's ultra Majin. A tier, it's really good. these forms are just slick, beautiful, eye candy. Quite good. Like the blue on the good and then the red on the evil. It's like an outline. It's just super nice to pleasing to look at. It's gotta be like a S tier. I can't rate it any lower. It would feel wrong doing that. Full power form. Look at this thing. Got an aura. Yeah, I you know I don't like this aura. I said that the same as Super Saiyan. It is pretty unremarkable. Not a fan. So I want to get on to the next one. This is like a C tier for me. Now we're talking. This is much better. Better than the other one. It's not quite A tier. Definitely a B tier. I can't give it A tier because it doesn't look like an aura. It looks like just like fire particle effects, which is fine, but it doesn't look like a form. We got a S tier animation and a Z tier aura. It's so beautiful. The pink electricity, the pink aura. It's another form that I'm speechless about. I look at it and I can just look at this all day. This is a form I could look at all day. I can't get sick of or tired of seeing it. It's a Z tier. Like, it's just a Z tier. There's nothing. Like, there's no argument. Easy Z tier. Unfortunately for this form, it seems to be an aura form. I can't give it a B tier because you know I don't like those. This is a C tier. It's not oof bad, but it's not B tier material. Oh boy. I honestly prefer the last form. I prefer Super Namekian to this. The yellow, I don't like it. It's also C tier. So hopefully the next one's better. So this aura is definitely an S tier, but the thing is that I don't think the animation is. It's a bit little for what it is. I can't give it S tier because of that. It's definitely an A tier. It's not B tier. The aura is too good, but the animation kind of pulls it behind a bit. So this is a solid A tier. I really like this form. The animation's a bit short for like a final form of a race, but this just looks insane. Like it looks literally otherworldly. If there was a tier above Z for like how this looked, this would be that. Like the aura alone, the form alone on the looks just gets a Z tier. I'm speechless. Like all the Z tiers have me speechless. This game just seems to nail forms time and time again for the most part. It's insane. Another form that I do not possess, but the Trello has been covered on this one. The animation is crazy. Like, it just looks insane. It's a Z tier. It's crazy to me that out of all the races to get 2 back-to-back Z tiers, it's this one. Like the Namekians have God Namekian and Orange, and they both look this good. This is like insane. Yeah, this is just a Z tier easily. Oh, it is I, Frieza. You see, this happens to be my second form, and it kinda sucks, so I'm gonna, it's like a C tier, because I'm only bigger. Oh yes, my third form, the very long head and tail, how could I forget? It is truly a remarkable specimen of a form, with a super long head. I can easily get a B tier. It would be A, but unfortunately, I don't have any knee paddings.
Behold, the foolish monkey, unto my final form.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I can see through the leg. It's like a B tier. You know, there's no aura. It's just a changing character. Yeah, changing character. B tier. B tier. Cooler form. You know, it looks a bit silly. It's a bit big. It's so big. I like the Final Stand one a lot more because it has like the fins on the side of the hands. You don't run like whatever this is. You're a lot slimmer. It's more condensed. There's an actual aura to it. It's so, dude, it could be an A tier, but I just like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, it's like a B tier, dude. Now, Golden Cooler actually complements it a lot better. Like the aura really covers up all like the awful parts about the cooler form. It brings it to an S tier form. It really does fix the form. It makes it so much better because I don't see much of the form. It's just like this beautiful golden aura. So, you know, S tier. If it would be on the S tier list, it'd be like a low S tier, but it's still an S tier nonetheless. Super Android. Technically, they're part of the human race because you can only access androids through humans. So yeah, Super Android is a neat little form. I actually mained this for like a while, from 100 million power level in base to 200 million power level in base. It was really fun. I like the whole gimmick of absorbing attacks and that stuff. So the form itself, to speak of it, looks decent. It's alright. It's a B tier form. It doesn't look anything special, but it's not horrible on the eyes, so there's that going for it. Before we continue, I want to thank GX Frosty. I couldn't find Dr. Jarrell in this new map to save my life, and they're the first video that popped up when I searched it up, so thank you a lot. It certainly helped with this. Well, another aura form. Straight to C tier. We've been over this. Not my favorite. This is such a silly form. It's not silly in like the furry way, with all the like, you know, fur and stuff. It's like silly in the unga bunga way. So I really like that. It's not good enough or funny enough for A tier, but it's definitely a B tier. And also the clothing kind of rip is bugged with this. It might be just for this clothing, but if it's for all of them, that's really sick. Yeah, solid B tier. No Ego Zone. This, I love Ultra Instinct Aura. I really like the one in Dragon Ball Rage that did this. This is just, it's simple, fresh, it looks slick. I like it a lot. It's an A tier. The animation's not good enough, but if I had a good animation, it might even be yes, but it doesn't. But hey, A tier is really good for something like this. I dig it. I have a soft spot for this form. I really like it. This is like the form that in the race I always played when I played this game. It's a Z tier. I can't give it any less. It's, again, as I said, it's what I played, what I looked at most of the time. I love the eyes, I love the aura, I love the animation. I just can't get enough of it. It's super, super clean. So, just, yeah, dude, Z tier. So, that leaves one more form. Man, it really disappointed me that I didn't get this form. I never know why I didn't go get it. I guess I just wanted to spend more time in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. But yeah, I never got this. I haven't really watched much OPM. I think it's a bit funny. I like the character. I like Saitama. He's really funny. So this form of his is such a goof-off form. I'm a bit of a goofball myself, so it fits perfectly. I'm gonna give it A tier because it's very thematic for how I act. So yeah, A tier form. So guys, yeah, that'll conclude it. I'll list all the Z forms, the Z rank forms that I ranked here. And that's it. I mean, thank you for watching the end if you did. If you agree or disagree, let me know. What's your favorite forms personally? You know, I'm a big fan of Super Saiyan 3. The final forms of most of the races, they're all really good. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it. Take care and see ya.